Vegetation Amnesty Week is May 27th to the 31st. I had 3 requests today, and I just didn't know. And so, if you're listening,
We can't hear you, sir.
I'm sorry. I just want to let everybody know that Vegetation Amnesty Week is May 27th to the 31st. So, bring all those clippings out to the. This isn't working, is it? Well, we had some requests from the audience, from the crowd this morning, or this afternoon, so I just wanted to make that announcement. Also, a couple things going on here, good things, I guess. You know, our schedules, I guess, for the summer are going to get a little crazy, and I'm wondering how are we handling the schedules as far as meetings and workshops. Do we have a pretty good handle on that?
Yes, we do. You're not allowed to go on vacation.
Well, I'm a little numb. Last week was pretty bizarre for, I think, for all of us, but I just thought I'd ask that question while we're all here.
You're getting down a little whisper.
I'm sorry?
Getting down a little whisper again.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, I'm done. That's all I would have. I don't rush tonight. Thank you.
You can ask me later.
Yeah.
No, I'm in City Hall now too. I increased my hours on Tuesdays to let anyone know too, if it's convenient for them. Tuesdays I'll be around pretty much the whole entire day now. So that extends my hours if you guys want to talk one-on-one with me. And I want to encourage everyone, please do so. If you have questions and concerns, just call on up. I work a day job too, so sometimes I have to go there as well. But Sylvina will always take your message and get you on my calendar. So it's very important that you know that. Also, what else is going on? Did you have anything?
Just that thank you to the mayor for the proclamation and the flag raising earlier this afternoon for Haitian
Heritage Month.
Heritage Month, Awareness Month, both of those. And just to report that I was privileged to attend a Flag Day celebration at the Lake Worth High School, and pleased to say that the auditorium was packed, both with people attending, a lot of students from Lake Worth pretty much, and performances in an amazing level of skill, both music and dance. It was just a real pleasure to realize that this was, all the talent was right here in Lake Worth, so that was very enjoyable.
And my sincere apology, just Lucy, I wasn't able to be there. I have a personal emergency to take care of, but I want to thank everybody who came out today again for the for Haitian Heritage Month, the start of a new tradition here. We raised the flag. It's Haitian Flag Day here in the city as well, and I just want everyone to be aware of that. That's the start of a new tradition. Also, thank you to everybody else. What's going on? The graduate. Oh gosh, how can I forget? Congratulations to our seniors, Lake Worth High School, graduating class of 2013. My second year I was out there with all the graduates. Boy, it's hard to shake 468 hands. And it goes fast too, they come whipping right in. But we had a great day. I was so proud of them. It was a bigger class than more than 100 people than the previous year. So what a great day. I have to start writing down all the things that I do each week. Do you have your notes too? Thanks for reminding me. Commissioner Zerdy, did you have something?
Sure, thanks. First, I wanted to congratulate staff on working out all the rental for the ballroom for the next year, fully rented out. That shows that it's till next March.
The Saturdays.
All the Saturdays.
For 2014, yeah.
Also wanted to congratulate Commissioner Maxwell on being inaugurated tomorrow as our president for our League of Cities coming up. Should be a really great event at the Krabs Center tomorrow. We're looking forward to that. Also was at the Bryant Park Association meeting last night, and there was a good discussion about Snook Islands and what's going on over there. You probably maybe saw in the paper that part of the funding for some of that work was vetoed by the governor a little bit, but there's a lot of good work going on, and that the trucks and all will be diminished quite a bit over there. So we'd like to see the fenced-in area reduce some and get a little more usage of the park. And that project's going along pretty well. And we were looking at maybe thinking about how we might work with some of those floating docks and things to get that area more activated, because that's a great area there for a lot of habitat that's been increased. And I guess, heard from one of my neighbors here, he caught a trout last week over there. So that's really good. Also, the 4th of July raft race here with Bryant Park was brought up last night, so everybody interested in that, I think the rafts are gonna be out, picked up on June the 4th. So that should be a great event. We're gonna try to organize a little bit differently, where we actually have a little better parade, a little more of announcement of all of the entries as they go into our new finished boat ramp. So it should be pretty crazy day. I gotta be on this team this year.
I was just gonna ask you, where does your heart lie? Are you gonna be on the city team or on the Bryant Park
I'm
team?
gonna row for the city team here.
You're gonna go. I'll be here too. What's our theme again?
The next 100 years.
The next 100, oh, okay.
Future pirates.
Future pirates.
I also participated on Friday all morning at the Treasure Coast Regional Planning Council, which I'm an alternate member appointed to that board. And so most of the discussion was about Tri-Rail and the All Aboard Florida discussion. There was a presentation by Andres Duani, probably an internationally known planner. So he discussed more about how our coastline is ladder, but we mostly brought up the fact that we have deficiencies in our movement pattern from east and west. You might get on the railroad and move that way, but our challenges is coming in and out and really making that more worthwhile. So they promised they would focus more on that, and Steve Abrams was there, our county president. So he is in charge of that. So we need to get our shuttle so we can come more east. And so we're also looking at that in more detail.
If I could add to that too, because we covered that in an MPO too, just to tag on to that same topic. Many of you might have seen the article in the newspaper about US 27, the viability of sending that traffic west. When we talk about the rail project, we voted to move that project forward as an MPO for Palm Beach County in the last meeting. And talking about 27, it was funny, Commissioner Oppel from the port was there and really was discussing what a difference it's going to make with the widening of the Panama Canal in regards to the shipments of supplies that are going to be coming in, where it was, say, it was 1,000 cubic tons or whatever the method of measurement is, but they're going to be able to bring so much more through that it's going to increase the traffic. Now the problem when you have that increase of traffic and movement of goods is that this is all going to be going up and down our highways. These
Well, some
trucks.
of it will be freight.
Some of it will be freight, but some of it also
Railroad freight.
railroad freight, and some will also be contributing to the highway. So they're looking at expansion of 27 and also a rail port possibly on 27 is one of the things also being investigated. So that's going to be a hot topic of conversation in the next year or so. But a lot of people are very concerned about the traffic both to the rail and to the highways when this happens. So it should be interesting to watch. Sorry.
So that's great, thank you. The short of it is that the commuter type part of the rail that would have to take a second rail, who knows how far out that is along the FEC track. So we'll just have to wait and see how that comes along.
How do you mean by how far out?
It's so far
Oh,
out
in time.
time-wise
Probably about 10 years.
that they didn't even put a timeline on it. They were just hoping it would kind of jump in with Old Port Florida, which is express from Miami to Fort Lauderdale to West Palm, and then the north side goes away.
But they do confirm, and this is something that I've been fighting for on the MPO side, that we will all be considered and put into the planning process at the same time. Before it was phased out,
Right.
different cities, and we were kind of at the end of that spectrum, and now we're all gonna be in it at the same
Right.
time, which is,
Michael Busha, the executive
Thank you.
director, is on board,
yeah,
Yeah.
but we're gonna fight for
So,
that.
Good.
I think at some point in time too, I guess the staff has some things coming up, consideration of maybe the swimming pool on some level of usage, one or the other. It's got some information coming to us. There's an interest around. So I'd like for us to give a little feedback on that, where we are on that issue. That's why I have it.
Okay. Andy?
Um,
Excuse me, Commissioner.
Yes, I attended the H Street